Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today we're exploring one of the most iconic coins in American history, the United States of America bicentennial quarter, the dual-dated 1976 quarter that proudly displays 1776 to 1976. This coin isn't just pocket change, it's a symbol of 200 years of American independence, a piece of history millions of people handled without ever knowing its secrets, and trust me, some of those secrets are worth real money. The bicentennial quarter features the classic Washington portrait on the front, but the reverse shows something truly special: a Revolutionary War drummer, a bold torch, and 13 stars, representing the original colonies. More than 1 billion of these coins were minted, so most people assume they're common. But collectors know the truth. Hidden within this huge mintage are rare varieties, silver versions, and dramatic mint errors that can transform an ordinary quarter into a treasure. Let's talk rarity. Most circulating bicentennial quarters are worth exactly 25 cents. But the San Francisco Mint produced special 40% silver versions that were sold in collector sets. These silver quarters are instantly more desirable, and in high grades they can bring strong prices among collectors. Now, the real excitement starts when we get into error coins, the ones collectors chase endlessly. Some bicentennial quarters show double-die errors, where letters like Liberty or In God We Trust appear slightly doubled. These can command strong prices because they're visually striking and easy to identify. Then there are off-center strikes, where the design is noticeably shifted. The more dramatic the shift, the more the value shoots up. We also have clipped planchets, where a curved section of the coin is missing, and broad strikes, where the quarter expands beyond its normal size because it wasn't held properly in the collar during striking point. One of the rarest categories is the wrong planchet strike, when a bicentennial quarter was accidentally struck on a metal blank meant for another coin. These can achieve spectacular prices because of their extreme rarity. Some collectors have even discovered bicentennial quarters with struck-through grease errors, where part of the design looks soft or missing. These aren't as dramatic but still carry premium value for error lovers. So what about real-world prices? Here's the truth, in plain words: a normal circulated bicentennial quarter is worth 25 cents. A standard uncirculated example can sell for a few dollars. 40% silver bicentennial quarters can reach $20 to $30 in high grade. Strong double-die or major off-center errors can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Extremely rare wrong planchet bicentennial quarters have been reported to sell for more than $1,200,000. Ultra-rare experimental or mysterious silver errors have been estimated in the tens of millions. So yes, while most bicentennial quarters are common, the rare ones are truly spectacular. If you love coin collecting, take your time and inspect your 1776 to 1976 quarters closely. That one coin sitting in a drawer could change everything. Top 2. We are diving into a coin most people overlook, but collectors know it hides surprises: the United States of America quarter dollar from the year 1993. At first glance it looks like an ordinary Washington quarter, something you toss into a vending machine without a second thought. But if you're a coin lover, listen closely, because the 1993 quarter has secrets, varieties, and errors that turn a simple piece of pocket change into a small treasure. The 1993 quarter belongs to the final era of the classic Washington quarter design before the state quarters took over in 1999. Because of that, collectors consider these last few years special. The Mint produced millions of them from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. And while most are common, the real value comes from sharp condition, rare varieties, and dramatic minting mistakes that only appear once in a while. Imagine holding a quarter that looks ordinary, but under magnification you begin seeing doubling on the letters. That's right, some 1993 quarters are known for double-die obverse varieties, where Liberty or In God We Trust shows slight doubling. These are not extremely common, so strong examples in mint state grades can bring real premiums among collectors. But the 1993 series also has something even more exciting: error coins that can fetch outstanding prices. There are off-center errors, where part of Washington's portrait is missing and the coin is struck noticeably sideways. The more severe the off-center, the higher the value. Collectors love dramatic mistakes because each one is completely unique. No two look exactly alike. Then there are clipped planchets. These quarters have a curved bite missing from the edge, caused by a misfeed when the blank metal was punched. A clean, well-shaped clip can bring strong demand. Another popular error is the broadstrike, where the quarter was struck without the collar that normally shapes the rim. These appear wider, flatter, and strange, and that strange look makes them valuable. We also see die cracks and cuts on 1993 quarters. These happen when the die breaks during production, leaving raised blobs or lines on the coin. The bigger the break, the greater the value. Some collectors specifically hunt for die break errors because they show the mint's machinery at its limits. The San Francisco proof coins from this year are also beautiful, deeply mirrored pieces. While most proof coins are common, flawless examples graded at the highest levels can still command strong prices. Now, what about the part everyone wants to know, the real-world value? Here are the realistic market values in words only. A normal circulated 1993 quarter is worth 25 cents. An uncirculated example can sell for $2 to $5 depending on the grade. High-grade mint state coins, especially those graded at 67 or higher, can sell for $50 to $100. Strong double die examples can bring $100 to several $100. Major off-center errors can sell for $100 to $500. Large, dramatic clips or broadstrikes may reach $50 to $200. Deep mirror-proof coins in perfect grade can reach $100 or more. Ultra-rare wrong planchet errors from this year have sold for several $1,000s in auctions. So yes, that simple 1993 quarter in your pocket might be far more interesting than you think. If you love coins, check every detail, look for errors, and never underestimate a modern quarter. Hidden gems do exist. Top 3. We're unlocking the secrets of one of the most overlooked treasures in American change, the United States of America quarter dollar from the year 1972. At first glance this coin seems perfectly ordinary. You've probably seen it hundreds of times, maybe spent it without thinking. But collectors know the truth. The 1972 quarter hides rare mistakes, special varieties, and high-grade examples that can turn this simple 25-cent coin into a valuable collectible. The 1972 Washington quarter comes from a decade known for heavy circulation. Millions were produced in both Philadelphia and Denver. Because of this high mintage, finding one in worn condition is easy. But finding one in sharp, untouched mint condition is surprisingly difficult. Those are the pieces collectors dream about, coins with perfect luster, clean surfaces, and that frosty shine that screams, rare. But what really makes the 1972 quarter exciting are its errors. This year produced some eye-catching mistakes that collectors consider goldmines. One of these is the double die obverse. Under magnification you can see doubling in the letters of liberty, or in God We Trust, or even in Washington's profile. These doubled features were created when the die shifted during creation, and strong examples can bring serious attention among collectors. Another sought-after mistake is the off-center strike. These coins look like the design slid to one side during minting, leaving part of the quarter blank. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin becomes. Extremely dramatic off-centers where Washington's face is cut off can be true showpieces. There are also clipped planchet errors, where a curved section is missing from the edge. These happened when the metal strip didn't feed properly into the cutting machine. Some 1972 quarters also show broadstrike errors, expanded and rimless, giving them a stretched, unusual appearance. Collectors also hunt for die cracks and cuts, raised lines or lumps caused by a damaged die. These errors show the mint machinery pushed to its limits. The bigger the break, the higher the value. Don't forget the San Francisco proof coins. These mirror finish quarters were never meant for circulation, but when found in perfect condition, they can be incredibly desirable. A flawless 1972 proof quarter glows like glass. Now comes the part everyone waits for, the real market value. A normal circulated 1972 quarter is worth 25 cents. A lightly circulated example may bring 50 cents to $1. A high-grade mint state example can sell for $10 to $50. Mint state coins in exceptional grades, especially 67 and above, Can sell for $100 to $300, strong double-die varieties can reach $200 to several $100, major off-center errors can sell for $100 to $500, large clipped planchets and bold broadstrikes often bring $50 to $200, proof coins in perfect condition can sell for $50 to $100, extremely rare wrong planchet errors from 1972 have sold for several $1,000s in auction.so. Yes. The 1972 quarter is far more than a common piece of change. It's a coin full of surprises, and if you check your old jars, drawers, or collections carefully, you might find a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Top 4. We're diving into a coin many people see every day but rarely stop to appreciate, the United States of America quarter dollar from the year 1978. At first glance, it looks like a simple Washington quarter, something you toss into a vending machine without thinking. But coin collectors know, the 1978 quarter has secrets, hidden rarities, and powerful errors that can turn an ordinary 25-cent coin into something worth real money. 1978 was a year of heavy production. Both the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced millions of these quarters, and because of that, most of them circulated heavily. They picked up scratches, wear, and dull finishes. That means finding a 1978 quarter in perfect mint condition is much harder than you'd expect. Sharp strike, clean surfaces, and strong luster are the key things collectors search for, and those high-grade examples are where the true value begins. But now let's step into the world that coin lovers enjoy most, the errors and varieties that make this coin fascinating. Some 1978 quarters show double-die features. If you look closely at the letters in Liberty or In God We Trust, or even the numbers in the date, you may spot doubling. It's subtle, but when the doubling is strong, the value rises dramatically. Collectors chase these because they are rare and stand out beautifully under magnification. Then we have the off-center errors. These happen when the coin is struck slightly sideways so part of the design shifts toward the edge. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the more valuable it becomes. A small off-center might bring a modest premium, but a big one, where Washington's head is cut off or the rim is missing, becomes a highly desirable showpiece. Clipped planchets are another eye-catching error. A portion of the coin looks like it has a curved bite taken out of it. These mistakes occur during the blank cutting stage, and clean, well-shaped clips always get collectors excited. Broadstrike errors also appear on 1978 quarters. They look wider and flatter than a normal quarter because they were struck without the collar ring that normally shapes the rim. These unusual-looking coins grab attention immediately. Some quarters from this year even display die cracks and cuds, caused when the mint's dies begin to break. These raised lines and blobs of extra metal give each coin its own unique personality, and collectors love them because no two are ever alike. If you enjoy proof coins, the San Francisco proof quarters from 1978 are beautiful with mirror-like surfaces. In perfect condition, they can command impressive prices. Now let's get into the real-world values, written in words only. A normal circulated 1978 quarter is worth 25 cents. A lightly circulated coin may bring 50 cents to $1. A mint state example can sell for $5 to $20. Higher grade mint state pieces, especially those graded 67 or better, can sell for $50 to $200. Strong double die varieties can bring $100 to several $100. Major off-center errors can sell for $100 to $600 depending on severity. Large clipped planchets and bold broadstrike errors often sell for $50 to $200. Proof coins in flawless condition can reach $50 to $100. Extremely rare wrong planchet 1978 quarters have sold for several $1,000s in auction.so. Remember, the 1978 quarter may look simple, but behind its everyday appearance hides a world of rarity, error magic, and collector excitement. The next time you check your spare change, take an extra moment. Your next valuable coin could already be in your hand. Top 5. We're unlocking the story of a coin many people overlook, yet collectors know it hides surprises, the United States of America quarter dollar from the year 1994. At first glance, it looks like just another Washington quarter, the same design millions used every day before the state quarters took over. But this year carries secrets, hidden rarities, and mint errors that can turn a simple 25-cent coin into something worth real collector money. The 1994 quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with millions produced. Because so many were made, most of them entered circulation and picked up scratches, dull surfaces, and damage. That means a pristine, untouched, mint state 1994 quarter is much harder to find than most people think. Collectors hunt for high-grade examples because those are the coins that truly stand out, the coins with razor-sharp strikes, full luster, and smooth surfaces, but what really makes the 1994 quarter exciting is the world of errors. And this year produced some jaw-dropping mistakes. Some 1994 quarters show double die features. When the die shifts even slightly during creation, the letters "In Liberty" or "In God We Trust" or the date itself appear doubled. Strong doubling on this coin is rare, but when it occurs, collectors jump on it because the visual effect is bold and unmistakable. The year is also known for dramatic off-center strikes. These are coins where the design is shifted toward the edge, leaving a blank crescent on the side. Mild off-centers are interesting, but big ones, where Washington's portrait is partially missing, can bring serious value. Another popular error is the clipped planchet. These coins look like someone took a bite out of the edge, but really it happened during the blank cutting stage at the mint. Clean crescent clips are eye-catching and always command attention. Broad strike errors also appear on 1994 quarters. Without the collar ring holding the coin in place, the metal spreads outward during striking, giving the coin a wide, stretched appearance. Every broad strike looks different, which is why collectors love them. Die cracks and cuds are also found on this year's quarter. These raised lines or metal blobs happen when the mint's die begins to break. Some cracks are small, but large ones, especially those forming a full cud on the rim, can be surprisingly valuable. And of course, the San Francisco proof coins from 1994 are mirror-bright beauties. When perfectly preserved, they can reach impressive values. Now let's get into the real-world values. Written in words only, a normal circulated 1994 quarter is worth 25 cents. A lightly circulated example can bring 50 cents to $1. A mint state coin can sell for $5 to $15. High-grade mint state coins, especially those graded 67 or higher, can reach $50 to $150. Strong double die examples can sell for $100 to several $100. Major off-center errors can bring $100 to $600 depending on the percentage of the strike missing. Large clipped planchet errors or broad strikes can sell for $50 to $200. Perfect proof coins from San Francisco can reach $50 to $100. Extremely rare wrong planchet 1994 quarters have sold for several $1,000s in auction.so. The next time you check your change, don't ignore that 1994 quarter. It might look ordinary, but inside it hides the potential for rarity, value, and collector excitement. Top 6. We're unlocking one of the most fascinating coins from the mid-60s, a coin that millions of Americans held without ever realizing how special it truly is, the United States of America quarter dollar from the year 1966. At first glance, this quarter looks completely ordinary. Washington's portrait on the front, the majestic eagle on the reverse, the design everyone knows. But if you're a coin lover, stop everything and listen closely, because the 1966 quarter hides some incredible surprises. 1966 came right after a huge change in American coinage. In 1965, the mint removed silver from quarters, switching to the copper-nickel-clad metal used today. That means the 1966 quarter belongs to one of the earliest years of modern clad coinage. Millions were produced, but because these coins circulated heavily, finding a sharp, clean, high-grade example is far more difficult than most people expect. These early clad coins were down fast, so collectors pay real attention to those perfect, untouched pieces. But now we step into the part collectors love most, the errors and oddities that make 1966 quarters truly valuable. One of the most famous issues from this year is the missing reading error, where the edge of the coin appears smooth instead of finely grooved. This happens when the collar used to shape the edge fails, leaving a rare and highly collectible piece. Another exciting error is the double die. Some 1966 quarters show doubling on letters like Liberty, the date, or In God We Trust. It might be slight or dramatic, but strong doubling can turn an everyday quarter into a valuable prize. Then we have the off-center strikes, where the design lands noticeably to one side. Slight off-centers bring small premiums, but dramatic ones, where parts of Washington's profile or the eagle are missing, are collector favorites and can bring serious value. Clipped planchets are also found on 1966 quarters. These coins have a curved bite missing from the edge due to miscut metal. Clean, obvious clips attract strong collector interest. Some 1966 quarters also show broadstrike errors, struck without the retaining collar, causing the coin to spread out wider than normal. These odd-shaped pieces always get attention because they look so unusual, and don't forget die cracks and cuts, created when the dies used to strike the coin begin to split or break. These extra metal lines or blobs make each coin completely unique. Now let's reveal the real-world values. Written in words only, a normal circulated 1966 quarter is worth 25 cents. A lightly circulated piece may bring 50 cents to $1. A mint state 1966 quarter can sell for $10 to $20. High-grade mint state examples, especially those graded 67 or better, can reach $100 to $300. Strong double die examples may sell for $100 to several $100. Major off-center strikes can bring $100 to $600 depending on how dramatic the error is. Large clipped planchets or broadstrike errors often sell for $50 to $200. Coins with significant die cracks or full cuts may reach $50 to $150. Extremely rare wrong planchet 1966 quarters have sold for several $1,000s in auction.so. The next time you're going through your old change, don't ignore that 1966 quarter. It may look simple, but it is part of a historic transition and full of hidden treasures that collectors love. Top 7, and last rare coin, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most important coins in American history, a coin that marks the end of one era and the beginning of another. It's the United States of America quarter dollar from the year 1965. This is not just another Washington quarter. This coin represents a historic moment, a massive change in U.S. money, and believe it or not, it holds some surprising rarities that collectors absolutely love. 1965 was the very first year America removed silver from the quarter. Before this year, every quarter contained 90% silver. But because of rising silver prices and a national coin shortage, the mint switched to the new copper-nickel-clad metal that we still use today. That means the 1965 quarter is the first of its kind, the start of modern coinage in the United States. Millions were minted, and most went straight into tough circulation, so finding a clean, sharp, mint state example is far harder than people realize. Collectors know that early clad coins often look dull or scratched, so any 1965 quarter with strong luster, clean fields, and a crisp strike is instantly desirable. But the excitement doesn't stop there. This year produced some of the most famous error coins ever found in pocket change. One of the biggest legends is the 1965 silver quarter error. A tiny number of 1965 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets from the previous year. These coins look slightly different in color and have a distinct sound when dropped. They are incredibly rare and one of the holy grails of modern coin collecting, but 1965 also comes with many other valuable errors. Off-center strikes are popular, coins where the design is shifted so far to one side that part of Washington's portrait disappears. Dramatic off-centers bring dramatic value. Then we have clipped planchets, quarters with a curved chunk missing from the edge. These mistakes happened during the cutting of blank discs and became collector favorites. Broadstrike errors also appear in this year, giving the coin a stretched, flattened look because it was struck without the retaining collar. These unusual shapes always catch the eye. Some 1965 quarters show double die features, where the letters or date appear doubled. While rare, strong doubling is highly prized by collectors, and of course, there are coins with die cracks and cuts, raised lines, or blobs of metal created when the mint dies began to break under pressure. These give each error coin its own personality. Now let's reveal what everyone is waiting for, the real market values. In words only, a normal circulated 1965 quarter is worth 25 cents. A lightly circulated coin may bring 50 cents to $1. A mint state example can sell for $10 to $25. High-grade mint state coins, especially those graded 67 or higher, can reach $100 to $300. Strong double die varieties may sell for $100 to several $100s. Major off-center errors can bring $100 to $700 depending on severity. large clipped planchet errors and bold broadstrikes usually sell for $50 to $200. Coins with significant die cracks or full cuds may reach $50 to $150. And the ultra-rare 1965 silver planchet error has sold for several $1,000s in auction.so the next time you're looking through your old change or inherited coin jars. Never overlook a 1965 quarter. It is a historic coin with hidden treasures that could be worth far more than you expect. If you enjoyed this deep and exciting breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and tap the bell icon so you never miss the next upload. Thanks for watching, and keep searching. The next valuable coin might already be in your pocket.